air comfortably, to do any of your recovery routes comfortably, and then
boom.
just gets
All right, we're live.
behind with a nair, with a back air, any of amount of float shenanigans. And
It's just this might be the shortest set of the tournament, unfortunately. Yeah. For all the crags out there, this matchup sucks. It's really bad.
This is tough. This is really tough.
I want to close my eyes.
And Cheesy's the crag I associate with being the most comfortable off stage as well.
All right, there we go. Yo, what's up? Wait, one sec. YouTube chat isn't showing up on stream. Why not? Okay, what's going on? There's always something that happens. What's up, Ayan and Lyman Rage? Lyman? Go live and we'll connect to your chat in just a couple of seconds. It says it should be, you love Rivals 2. It's your favorite video game. Hell yeah. One sec. I'm trying to figure out why chat's not popping up for you guys. For either side, actually, now that I'm looking at this closer. Chat. That should be it. Why is it not loading? Widgets, platform. All right, it's being silly. I will fix this later because we are missing some games. I don't want us to be doing that. There's some sick stuff going on. I definitely don't want us to be missing anything. Settings, accounts, Twitch, connect. Why is it doing this again? All right, Twitch should be working now. Well, let's do a test here. Let's do a test post. Test post. There we go. Will either of those show up in chat? No, why not? Why is Caster Labs not working? Chatbot, widgets, chat. Boom, boom. There we go. Both should be working now. We should be good. But I mean, I say that, but I'm also about to go to a screen that doesn't have chat on it. So, how many people here know what Heatwave even is as a tournament? Because that's kind of a big deal for this. There we go. There we go. We got Cake Assault versus Cheesy Potato.
Take a stock in
Is Cheesy Potato going to get 9 stocks by Cake Assault in winners quarters of Heatwave 7? Rival of Ether 2 for the PC.
Okay, that's not going to do it.
Oh my god, wait, they just said Cake is about to 9 stock Cheesy.
This could be a 9 stock.
This is...
No. You can't do that?
Oh,
Oh, no.
down air.
Oh, no.
Easy to the break here.
There to stop. Do we have pillar?
He wants it so badly.
No,
He
no.
Nice shot coming out from King Salt. Somewhat horrifying.
Oh no.
That was winner's side to qualify for top 8.
That's rough. That's brutal, in fact.
Fleet is certainly out here.
You know, I
That
was
was-
talking to, who will be the
Oh
top
my
8
God.
commentator here today. Jen.
Holy
It's like,
crap.
King feels like he's on a mission with like a chip on his shoulder.
My God.
Going
How
into
is
this weekend because this is one of the
volume
first
right now, by the way?
heat waves. While he's clearly
Still want to be able to
Heat
hear
wave.
them, but it
He's
shouldn't be.
won a ton of heat waves. It's
It
not
shouldn't
about
be
the victory,
too
it's
loud.
about
I have it
the
turned down
ethos
pretty
of
quiet
surrounding
now.
Rivals Beat Their 2 right now.
Yo,
And
what's
the
up,
fact that King
Darkwaze?
Salt is not even in contention
Joe
for
Bresky?
best player in the
No,
world.
wait, Cake of Salt. I heard that
He's
guy's
been-
pretty good.
he's
Yeah,
clearly a
but
top 5
Cheesy,
player.
who he
He
just
can play online,
9-stocked,
but
is
has the
also a
respect that
top
he
10
can
player in the
play
world
larger tournaments.
in
That-
Rivals
that-
1,
he's getting
and
pretty
she's
third.
very good at Rivals
But
2.
even when he's in the same
So, like,
room
that's-
as Marlon has been,
That's
and
rough.
Marlon's taken
That
it
is not
every
just
single time.
a
So
Tough pill to
like
swallow
you
for
got
Cake.
beat,
and
but
Cake's
you
even
got
lost to
demolished.
Players like Boyko, phenomenal players, but it puts Cake in
Yeah.
this position where he's not the undisputed.
I
best player
wish that
of
I'd realized
the
that was going on, or else I
the
would have
main Rivals Beat
swapped
game
this up
for the
sooner.
first time in like
Let's see, where should I
5
move
years.
Yeah, we got a
myself so
dispute
that
out
we are not
here.
in the way?
It's like it's disputed.
Over
but
here?
it's
Yeah.
kind of
We'll
swaying
be up here
towards
for now.
Marlon. So I think Cake's kind of
Nope, we are right on Ubel's forehead. That doesn't
hyper
work.
competitive mindset. Chip on
That
his shoulder,
doesn't
saying,
work.
the,
I don't.
These
You know what, okay,
players,
I guess
like,
we're back
should be
down
able to
here.
Walk in here and just
Dark Queasy?
Yeah,
He's
something
all
like
right.
it.
He's kind of in top.
Hola,
right
what's
now.
up?
Yep.
What's
Gotta
up,
be Cake
Goofiest
versus
Flower?
Hitmon in winter semis. so
You've
that is
just
the
gone
winners
live. I
bracket.
was trying to go live
Hand of this
earlier,
block.
but
Up next, we do have
had to get a
Heroes
bunch of
stepping
other
up
stuff
to
done
plate.
today first.
Yeah, this will
We
be
just
Stude
missed
and
Cake
Omar.
9-stock Cheesy in winners quarters.
Yeah,
That's to
Orkin-
qualify for top
Orkin
8.
Locked it in, so we're not going to be seeing the Claren.
All right. Very interesting. Okay, Squanto beat Elkies.
Then you get to see the
Second, I
rest
can
of
turn down
losers.
comms a little bit.
Squanto and Elkies actually played awesome.
Squanto beat Elkies.
3-0 over Elkies, you will be seeing some Rhino action in top 8.
Heals good versus Omar should
What's
be
our character lineup for top 8
really
right
sick.
now? So that is
Omar is a fantastic Loxodon. Heals good is one of the best Clarence.
Rano. 5 different characters.
Need
at
Juno
the
in top 8?
moment.
I would love to see them in top 8.
Potentially is guaranteed a sixth. This is guaranteed.
I'm a
sixth
big
because-
fan.
Guaranteed to be number 6.
Yes, because yeah, there it is. Thank you.
Yeah, I would love to see her in top 8. Juno versus Cheesy's a sad team kill.
and one of them will
Bunthers. Oh, we just got ads? I'm sorry. Is it their ads or my ads? Did anyone receive the Twitch palette drops for Crag and Maple yet? I did. You're on YouTube right now, though. You only get drops if you are on the Twitch side.
You would want Heels good to beat Omar for Orcane. You would want
You only
Juno
get drops
to
if
beat
you're on the
Omar, and you would want
Twitch
anybody
side of
above for
things.
Maple. And that is an all different character top 8.
I don't know. I think that's pretty cool.
So excited to see more Rivals tournaments after Coinbox. Those double sets were fun.
So I
Yeah.
do understand, you know,
You received them, but they're not popping up in game. Oh, okay. I haven't checked that part yet either.
of one character entering
For myself, I know that I received them, but I haven't looked.
Cheesy beat Juno and had
Bunthers and Pikmon went to game 5 last stock.
just as fun.
I mean,
Pikmon's really good. Bunthers has been good. I've lost to Bunthers twice in tournament already. But that tells me that Bunthers is grinding.
In this round,
The first 3 tournaments I played for this game, including 1 in person and 2 online, I had to play Bunthers twice. I played Bunthers losers round 1, or losers round 2. It was something weird because of a DQ. I had to play Bunthers losers round 1 because of a DQ. And
get 4-0'd in a best of
that's what happened.
five. I almost had him.
And now Bunthers is guaranteed 9th
Man,
at Heatwave. If y'all don't know Heatwave, by the way, Heatwave is the largest grassroots tournament for Rivals. So Rivals has a huge competitive scene, obviously. They have a lot of majors, but a lot of the majors are stuff that's like at Genesis or at Big House, or we've done stuff at Shine or like other big Smash tournaments. And then there's been a handful of like, there's One Day War, which then the next year was 2-Day War, which is a big Rivals only thing. Heatwave is in Arizona, and it is the largest Rivals only event. Or not Rivals only, but Rivals primary.
Rivals won when he made
It was started by the Arizona Rivals scene. Arizona Rivals, shout outs to SBS, who's now the esports manager for Rivals and Rivals 2. Rip Frostbite, it was so good to Rivals. I'm very sad I never made it to a Frostbite. Whoa, how are we getting the Abyss skin?
Okay, just mixing in the back throw there. Normally,
I know that devs have access to the Abyss skins already. And they've said they want them to be accessible to players, they just haven't decided how. Like, it's SPS's account, that makes sense. Yep. I'm surprised that Heels Good is playing Orcane right now. I was expecting Clarin. Omar's been Locks. I ran into Omar once on, I think it was on Ranked, and I don't know if I've ever gotten demolished so by a player. The meatball is an eyeball! I love that. I can't wait till we have those skins. You've been seeing the past few days in Heatwave. I haven't been able to tune in. There's a big, so I'm Minnesota, and we have a big FGC regional, like 400 people FGC tournament going on this weekend. So I've been at that for in-person, was there Friday and then Saturday. And then I will be heading there as soon as this is done to catch like top 16 for Street Fighter. You think Locks Clarin is a weird matchup, so you can understand the switch? I've always heard people say that Clarin does better in it, though, that it's hard for Locks, but maybe at the tip-top level, because both of these players are far better than me. You'd go bankrupt for these. They've said that these they want everybody to be able to get, because they're special. They're already in the game in, like, arcade. They want it to be something where, like, you can earn it, and not a, like, oh, you have to be a certain skill level. Like, oh, if you hit Master, you get this. It's going to be a, like, maybe you beat arcade mode at a certain difficulty, or like you hit a certain level with a character, like that kind of thing. You just think that Clarin with no projectiles is forced to play more of Lox's game. You do have to scrap with Lox more. I could totally see that. Totally see that. I need to move my face so that I'm not right in front of Omar. So I like seeing player cams, and I assume y'all want to see them as well. See if I'm super in the way there or not. Maybe I just cover the timer or something. Go to the middle. It is funny that fighting game people always put their cams in the middle, and I never figured out why until I like actually thought about the UI at all. It's the sunrise on Hodojo. Nice to see more Locks at tourneys. You're gonna love a video that I'm making right now, then. But yes, it is. One of the next videos I have coming out is basically me saying, like, the worst character in the game doesn't mean they're bad. And I'm using a lot of, like, Locks and Fours as my examples. They can just... It's not like they can just blitz Locks with buttons. Yeah, that's true. Locks is your favorite Spacey? Hello, Woja. I really need him to make it clear in my Space Animal video. Because I'm like, if you have, like, 3 or 4 of these attributes, you're a pseudo-Spacey. I really should have made it clear that when I said 3 or 4 of them, you still for sure had to have a shine. Because now the comments on that video are full of people that are like, is this character a Spacey? They have all of these things except for a shine. I'm like, no, they're absolutely not. I don't know what to tell you. Squirtle is nothing like a Spacey, my dude. You want another Spacey? I could see the matting one, but not for quite a while. He has a shine. He does not have a shine, but that's okay. That is not a jump cancelable move. It is just a jump move. The Abyss skins are so good. Yeah, they're very cool.
Imagine if it was.
I hate imagining.
No imagination
Wait,
here.
them.
Face value. Respawning into the Godai Delta.
What? Who is the them about? Did I misgender somebody? Or did you type something wrong? One of the two? Lox is not a space animal because he's from the future, but not from space. You're right. We do get space and time confused. Correct. Yeah, I could see them adding another Spacey, but not until after we get, like, a bunch of other types of characters first. If it's anything like the first game, like, every single character they added covers a totally different, like, gameplay niche. You love the time animal archetype? Yes. We will have space animals, and then we're going to have time animals, which are like Clarin and Loxodon. and I'll have to find a way to make them all fit together in one character archetype as well for a video. Oh, sorry. Okay, by Biskins, you meant to say that. Got it. The robot from Slap City.
Off that ball jump. Huge for heels good here.
When Omar smokes blood in the water, you know
Oh my god.
he's committing to
Omar's so good. I ran into Omar like the first day of ranked before like people had actually queued into where they're supposed to be, and I think I just got like 6 stocked. Roman Emperor, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry, I'm just getting distracted by the skin. I love all the Abyss skins that I've seen. I haven't seen all of them yet though. I really should. The meatball being a giant eyeball is such a good touch.
How quickly they can rack up damage, but it's never been about that in this set thus far.
I will say I'm bad at using, maybe it's just me, I'm not good at using skins in tournament if I haven't played on them a lot at home. So if I showed up to a tournament and they had a really sick skin, but I've never been able to play on it at home, I wouldn't want to play it, just so that I don't, every once in a while, like a visual clarity thing or something will throw me off. Is that or lean more towards Fox or Falco? I could see it. I mean, I don't feel like that's middle. I feel like Wolf is more of like a heavier, spacey kind of thing. With the way that like forward air works and everything else. All right, now we're seeing the Clarin. Now we're seeing the Clarin. This is what I expected from the beginning. Does Mega Man count as being from the future? Yes, but Mega Man's not an animal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're gonna add a spacey to multiverses, I don't know how you would make a spacey work in that engine. I also don't know who you would... Darkwing Duck? Yeah, Darkwing Duck, spacey. There we go. That makes sense to me. And then as an alt skin, you could have whatever. There's like a spaceman version of it that I'm blanking on the name of. He literally has man. Oh, Darkwing Duck is Disney. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a different thing. You're right, that is Disney. I'm thinking of a similar property, though. If it was yeah, we could just get Mega Man's dog. I cannot believe that comboed. He charged it so long. All the way over.
I feel like every Clarin swap that we've seen has been somewhat disastrous in their own special ways.
I need the person who was in chat the other day that was saying that Lox isn't good because all of the kills that Nog got were from smash attacks to watch this. Literally was like, nope, every single person in that bracket just didn't know the counterplay. This character sucks. It's just all the best players in the world getting hit by it anyways, but they just didn't know the counterplay, and I wanted to be like, wait, what are you talking about? If I hit someone with a smash attack, if I hit someone with a strong, I earned that. Nerf Lox? I don't think... Nerf Lox because it's funny, not because he's too good. What's up, gamer? I'm almost gold. Am I proud of you? Yeah, I am. I am. That was huge from Omar. To be fair, the counterplays just remember that your character is better. That is not true. That is not true. That's not how that works. One person beating another person does not mean that a character is good or bad. Sorry. Oh, you're almost a plat? Yeah, I am proud of you. Then, because I'm currently not in plat. I probably could have gotten there with Zetter and Clarin, but I'm still dropping down and I'm inconsistent with Force right now. And so I'm like relearning the game with a new character. Every character is good at this? Yes. Yeah. So I am waffling between like 1,000 and 1,050 usually. I don't remember what I finished last time up. I bet Lox will be seen as a higher tier as more people get better with him. I don't know about that. We'll see. I've got a feeling that Lox will go through some changes before we're going to see any like crazy stuff.
but when you got nothing else going on, time to
What?
push it a bit.
Oh, hello, Twitch. Okay, we're back. We're
Especially
back.
With the Arcane, right? The Arcane was so willing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm riding the razor thin line between surviving and landing this edge.
You have to climb from like 950 diamonds back in one day. That's hard. Because this game doesn't have a like, oh, you're clearly destroying a bunch of people. Well, you have to like claw your way up, even if you're body and everybody, if that makes sense. You still have to win like 10 sets. You're not going through everything. You swear it was easier to rank up in the demo. I was also very solid. I was close to diamond in the demo. It's because there genuinely is not as many points right now. The way that it works, because you can choose where you start your rank instead of everyone starting at the same. You're able, like, there's literally less points, and that's why, yeah, the points economy. That is why you are. It's harder to grind right now. That's why the percentage and the distribution's so whack. But that'll normalize as more people play. All right, chat. I love NBAD, but we are going to be very biased for Bunth right now. We are big Bunth fans here. Bunth has beaten me in 2 different brackets. I did beat Bunth last time we played, but that was in Project M. Or not last time we played. Last time we played in Project M. I beat them. But Bunth is also super homie. Works for Mogul Move slash off-brand. I don't remember which, to be clear. I really hope they're going to be at LACS so that I can say hi. I feel like they will be just for working the event.
Yeah, definitely one of those matchups that's just...
Or they would just pay to VIP since they're huge into the game. Did I get my Rano skin? I did not. I didn't ask. I just thought it'd be funny. I did get one for this, though, just for watching. Boop. Okay. So NBAD played Ori in 1. I don't know if NBAD played Maple before Ori came out. But NBAD, if NBAD wins this, NBAD will have made top 8 in both games. So I got the skin, just not the coin box recolor, probably? Yeah. You were so excited to watch Eliana, to watch Rivals 1 gameplay. Was that your first time watching it? I was really, I ended up doing a lot of like behind the scenes, like back end YouTube work. This morning, I was like, ooh, maybe I'll just watch party all day. And I was like, I have to get this stuff done. I had to re-record part of a video, a few other things. And I was just like, I need to get this done. And if I go live now, I'm not going to be able to do it. Because I think it'd be really fun. I still think I might, like later this week, just go through the VODs of Rivals 1 top 8. Because I think there's a lot of people that watch me for other stuff that would have no idea what's going on in that, and that'd be fun.
Has been crazy for NBAD this game, and especially since
Ooh.
there have been no problems with marking Crag, as almost there never is.
Yeah, before this, well, I was not live, but it was on stream. Bunthers went to Game 5 with Pikmon. And Pikmon, that means there's for sure a 4s in top 8. Who I think Pikmon could have made top 8 at that coin box. He made it to top 64 and then had to double DQ, and I don't know why. He also won the to-go box that even just gave you a spot in it. All right. Rough. There we go. Come on, Bunth. You're still in this. You're still in this. Malo also looks hella cool. Yeah, Malo's sick. Malo's sick. I'm not a huge fan of fighting either Malo or Ellie, but I think they're both cool as character types. Just waits for the parry. If you notice, that was a double parry, though. He parried... they parried the rocks that came back to them. Did I get to see the throne? I've not. I'm not super into ult, so I haven't really been watching it. I think a couple years ago I probably would have watched just like top 8, that kind of thing. But if it was between that and Heatwave, I was going to watch Heatwave. And then I've just been at Midwest Mix Fest all weekend, which is a Minnesota big fighting game regional with like 400 people. Void was sick the whole event. Nice. I do love when Void does well. I'm excited to meet him in person in 2 weeks. We've been at a lot of the same events, obviously, but that's very different than like actually meeting and talking to somebody.
No less ferocious. Oh, the up air getting SDI'd out of.
Ooh.
Yeah, super tense here.
Okay.
Looking for that one big hit that leads to the kill shots. Also, rock throw, not
They need to fix the color of Scarab and Ladybug Crag's shield. Did the shield colors match the skin colors for all the other skins?
Oh my god.
Is that just something I haven't noticed? If they do, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh my god! And they're gonna get back. I respect the gumption, but not the execution.
Oh, just trying to jab out of that. Oh, this should just be.
Get some mustard on that one, but Bunthers is living. And Ben maybe wanted to do a seed into.
You've seen a little updates.
Yeah.
Upbeat, Crag is still so
How was Mixfest? I'm sad I couldn't go. Mixfest has been super dope. I'm sad I'm not there right now. If it wasn't for this tournament, I would have just been there most of the day. But I very specifically was like, I need to do a watch party. I asked SBS if I could co-stream the event. So did you go through all of that and then not co-stream it would have felt kind of dumb. So, but once this top 8 hits, like, I'm not doing a whole big, long, like, wait for everything. Once top 8's going, or once top 8's done, I'm on my way to catch the end of Street Fighter top 8 at Mixfest. I'm sad we won't have a coin box this week, but we had 4 in a row. Yeah, they were only supposed to do 1 and then kept doing more. And they all did well enough that I'm sure we're going to get even more, but it makes sense that Hungrybox can't turn his entire channel into just Rivals. He still has an audience that is expecting Smash from him. In the same way that I'm going to be starting to do stuff that's not Rivals to like get some more variety now that the game has been out for a bit. But like I know that I need to do stuff that is just Rivals. I also want to do stuff that's just Rivals. But I'm also like, yeah, I'm going to make a video about Melee again, or we're going to talk about Street Fighter today, that kind of thing. Is that off the... No, Yonsei, not off the top yet.
Killer wall in place, but not what Bunthers might have wanted. Still makes it back. Crag will always make it back. Crag never die.
Unable to get to the down air, down strong as well.
It shows that Rivals is good if all the content creators jump ship. I agree. And not just that people... I wouldn't say jump shipped, because a lot of them are still doing their other stuff too. But if you think about, like, Nickelodeon, Multiverses, a lot of these games that have occupied that space, a lot of them are, like, the flavor of the week. And we are on, like, week 3 to week 4, depending on, like, how you view the demo and betas and everything else like that. We're on, like, week 3 of people that are still like, yeah, I'm having more fun doing Rivals right now. And I'm sure people will go back, and I'm sure, like, people will get tired for a bit, but you do that with any new game. The Rivals coin boxes were crazy good for viewership. Yeah, they absolutely were. Street Fighter is a good game. I need to replace my leverless one, though. You could just replace the cable or the port instead of getting a whole new one. Run in parry Lily. Yeah, there we go. You get invincibility. Doesn't really use a big back air. Okay. Good tech. Why are we going down solo? Why are we going down solo? Bunth, you gotta clean this up. I need you to get the game on the board. Because I need the person that I lost to at Genesis last year. There we go. I lost to Bunth last year at Genesis. He's the reason I didn't make top 64 at Genesis, was Bunth got added in for a different DQ. Bunth got added in, and then it was a, like, I lost to somebody else in I don't remember if that was winners or losers. All I know is I got sent to either losers or lost way earlier than I was supposed to. Then I lost to someone who apparently is, like, top 50 in HDR. Because seeding early Rivals tournaments is hard. It's still hard to seed for this game, but it was even harder Genesis when the game literally wasn't out. Yeah. No worries. As long as you notice and correct yourself, that's fine. I know that's what Bunth would want to. I don't think they were Cragman in one. I don't think they played one. They were a PM NES player. Big. So I played Bunth at Smash Camp 2 years ago, where I won that in a game 5.
Oh, really getting involved there a little bit.
But
Some cheeky
they are way better than me at Rivals right now.
Dash forward, tried to bait out a spot dodge though, but the Bunters was not did not find any success on that one. With the match out.
Good tech from Enbad.
I cannot figure out Illegili?
Might be seeing
Thank you. I don't think I pronounced that right, but that's all right. We get the double parry. I like it. If you know your opponent's going to parry, you can also get invincibility back.
That is fine.
unique interactions. A lot of differences between the two games.
I was shocked at how good the streams went. Yeah, I did get all the numbers since I'm writing a proposal for your local university to run an event here. They're very content. Oh yeah, sick. Cool. I think that's a great way to go about it. It's nice to have a Fatal Fury to Street Fighter for Smash. I've been comparing it more to like Guilty Gear from obviously different mechanics, but like the Guilty Gear to Street Fighter of what if everyone's just a little bit stronger, and what if we have even more weird stage control stuff. And it's definitely going to turn some people off who are like, I just want the normal thing, but for the people who like it, they love it kind of stuff. You didn't know you could parry someone else's parry? Yeah. Because you can parry the shards. You got to enter it. You got to hit the button fast, though, before you go into... Because you can only do it on projectiles. Because projectiles, it's not putting you into a stun. It's just sending it back at you. What fighter do I recommend for new players into? Do you mean like what character? I think right now the character that's the easiest to like learn the basics of the game with is going to be Rano. But I also think it's because Rano's tuned in a little bit of a weird way right now. Normally I would say like Clarin or Zetter or Crag are just for like really getting the basics. But I think the game's not super hard either way. Ooh, goes deep. All right. And so because it's not super hard, there's going to be like, obviously Orcane has a more character specific stuff. Doesn't hit the special pummel. Who's in winners? I think they'll show us right after this. I know Pikmon and Switch are both in winners, as is Cake Assault. I don't remember who the other person in winners is. Dang, off the top. All right. Crescent, thank you. But yeah, I think Rivals no character is so hard that you should just play who you think is fun. Play who you think is cool, basically. Which is what I say for anybody in any fighting game. But obviously, like, if you're trying to pick up Tekken and you're like, Yoshimitsu is cool, I want to learn him, then you find out that Yoshimitsu has, like, 15 stances, that's going to be hard. That's a tall order. What is this on my screen? Oh, it's a hype train. For them? Yes. For them, not for me. I got confused for a sec. You hope Crag wins? We also hope Crag wins right now. Chat, we are biased for Crag right now. Enbad is wonderful. There's nothing against them. I'm just actually friends with Bunth. And I've lost to Bunth 3 times this year already in the, like, 5 online and 2 in-person tournaments I've entered. So I need Bunth to do well to make myself feel better. Even though I know that Bunth is significantly better than me at this point. You are never biased for Crag? Well, be biased for Bunth then. Bunth just happens to play Crag. Pretend it's a really big Ness. That's who they played in PM. Ooh, that's big. Oh, it doesn't die yet. I thought that would kill for sure. I guess it was a little bit lower. I thought we were at 118 before hit. It'll definitely kill now. Okay, yep, back air out of shield. Off the top again? No, good DI! No way! What? You DI'd out from the up air, from the tether, and you somehow got... Just do a Salty Sweet versus Bunthers? Unfortunately, I can't anymore. Bunthers is just better than me now. The time for that has passed. I beat Bunthers in PM 2 years ago, and now Bunthers has beaten me in Rivals like 3 times. It's not happening. Unless I get way better suddenly, but my goals in this game aren't... Like, I like getting better because I like improving, but I'm definitely way more focused on commentary and content than I am just, like... I'm not grinding the game for purely, like, oh, I've learned how to do this mix-up, and I've learned how to do this confirm now. Why did they change the input for Maple Tether? I believe it's so that you can do your regular up B without burning Tether, because that was hard for people in Game 1, in the original game for a bit. I think it also has something to do with, like, the way that special parries and special, like, that kind of thing. It was just trying to move stuff away from all using the same button. Oof DI? Yes, correct. That was Oof DI. I think it was going to be rough either way, but that didn't help. Come on, Bunth. Bring this to a game 5. That's what I like to see. Oh, huge, 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 huge. Oh. Oh, they wanted to be reversed on that command grab. That had to be what they were going for. Bunth is doing a lot of, like, I'm punching to the right just to make it look like you should parry the rock now, which is really crazy. That's not off the top? The root!
Never not in the favor of Krag, and that's exactly what Bunthers is looking for. Needs that final fair. Needs that final fair.
No.
And that is the 3rd person to make top 8 at Heatwave in both Rivals 1 and 2.
Wow, Nbad was up and out of the chair so fast.
With 2 different characters. No or
I'm bummed. All right, I at least wanted a game 5. Happy for Nbad though. Like I said, Nbad is dope. I'm just that was me being biased as like I know Bunth. We have hung out kind of thing. We've chilled at Smash Camp. Oh wow, why is he so based? Thank you, Pochi. Rope profiling the rock throws bananas. I mean, I've definitely seen that before. It's crazy to do under pressure. Real crazy to do under pressure.
Absolutely unreal. The amount of, I mean, I described it as rabbits out of hats.
Switch and Penguin sitting next to each other. I love that.
That was Nbad pulling out every single stop.
All right. So that means that we have, on winner's side, it's going to be Cake, Pikmon, ZB, and Switch versus... and then not versus, but in losers, it will be Nbad, Cheesy. Oh no, that means Cheesy Potato beat Juno off stream. I didn't know that was going to be off stream. All right. I love Cheesy, but I love Juno. I've known Juno for a long time. Nbad, Cheesy, Omar, and Squanto on loser's side. Oh, they're showing it on stream now. Okay, cool. Who do you want first, Atlas or Absa? Probably Absa, as much as I'm loath to say that. I don't love fighting Absa, but I think having a double jump cancel character in early would fit a style that we don't have, where we already have 2 heavies, even though Atlas' style of heavy is very different. I was confused on the moment how you're home from Mixfest so fast, and I forgot you're from MSP. Yeah, I'm 10 minutes away from the Mixfest venue. After I'm done watching this top 8, I'm going to finish whatever's left of Street Fighter. I'm going to go watch and play some more casuals. If I hadn't specifically told the Heatwave TOs that I wanted to watch party this, I wouldn't have been doing that. I'm going to be there, chat. Chat, I'm going to be at LACS. But not on commentary. I'm going to be making videos. They're flying me out, which is really sick. I can't wait for LACS. This is so hype. Yeah, I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped. Even if I wasn't going, I'd be super pumped. But, so a little bit of leaks. I've known for maybe like 3 weeks that LACS was going to exist because it was leaked to me on accident. I asked about a different creator event, and I'm gonna turn volume down while it's just ads, or actually I'm gonna go back to this while it's just ads. So I was asking about a different creator event that they were doing, and they thought that I was asking about LACS and that I'd learned about it somehow. So they were just like, oh yeah, here's the weekend. Because of that, I know that I was one of the last people they were heavily considering me to do commentary for it, which I think that's the spot that GPIC ended up getting. And GPIC is like the one person that I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that GPIC got it instead of me. I'm so happy to see him there. But I didn't get it, and it was like, all right, that's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm still super excited it's happening. And then like the day before it was announced, they're like, hey, we're talking to the team. Can you just come out anyways? We just want you to make cool things. So they don't even have like a specific, this is what you're doing. It is just, hey, we're giving you free reign. They're providing me like a camera and mic and like tripod, like all the basic stuff that I'm going to need for all of that. Because I actually don't have stuff that doesn't, like the camera I use here doesn't work for me to like take with me. It's not a portable camera for that kind of thing. I need to buy one, but I just don't own one yet. Same with like a mic for that kind of stuff. So they're providing me all of that, but yeah, we're gonna see what I can make. I'm meeting with them on Wednesday, obviously over like Discord call, and we're gonna talk about different video ideas, the kind of stuff. I have some ideas for what I want to do. Do you plan on making videos outside of Smash and Rivals 2? I assume you mean in general, not for LACS. LACS will just be those. But yeah, in general, actually one of my upcoming videos will be about fighting games. Specifically what it's been like learning fighting games as a Smash player. On other platform fighters. I see. It depends on which ones I'm enjoying at the time. I cover them when I need to talk about like full genre stuff, like the Space Animals video. But as far as just like watch parties or different things going on, if I'm really digging a game, I'm gonna talk about it. That's why I've said like if you know Sajam's YouTube channel at all, where if you look, it's gonna be pretty Street Fighter heavy right now, but he's also likely to be like, look at this random update that happened for Grand Blue. It's cool. Let's talk about it for a sec. Like, kind of going to be doing that vibe. Will you do Rivals 1? Yeah. I actually have a Rivals 1 specific one that I want to make soon. About Hodan. Yes, Hodan is the only charge character in any platform fighter, and I think that's very interesting. But as long as there's stuff that is interesting to talk about for all of them, I'm super down for it. But I also don't want to like force myself to make videos or to do streams for games that I don't follow. So like if I'm not loving ult, I'm not going to be making videos about ult right now. If I do like, someone asked about Combo Devils earlier. I've played it briefly. I enjoyed it when I played it, but I need to get more time, like hands-on with it to really decide how I feel about it on a deeper level. And like when that happens, if I really like it, yeah, I'm super down to do some Combo Devil stuff as long as it's something I'm liking, as long as it's something I'm jiving with. Same with like, what was I going to say? Same with Terry has a charge input in ult. I mean, I guess you're right. Terry didn't exist when Hodan came out, but you're right. But Hodan has a lot of different charge things, not just the one. But yeah, like I'm going to make some videos about Street Fighter. I play Strive, but I haven't been nearly as active in that lately, so I'm probably not doing that. And then I just totally lost my train of thought. Oh, but like I really enjoyed the 2XKO beta. Like I really liked the 2XKO beta when I played that. So if I'm liking 2XKO, I'll play that too. I don't see myself making videos for anything that's not a platform fighter or a fighting game, though, because I really do specifically want to, like, I don't want to be playing any game at all and have to be like, ooh, do I need to stream this? Should this be a video? It's like, no, we're just doing, is it a platform fighter? Is it a fighting game? And is it something I feel like is interesting to talk about? Terry came out before 2020. Terry came out earlier than I thought then, so maybe I'm wrong. Terry Ultimate release date. Wow, 2019. That was way earlier than I thought. Maybe you're right. Hodan Rivals of Aether release date. Dang, you're right. 2021. Okay. I will still fully argue and die in the hill that Hodan is the first charge character. Terry just has a charge, but you can also do that thing with a motion, or with a regular motion input, right? Depends on if I'm talking about Workshop Hodan or base game. Oh, true. I don't know when Workshop Hodan came out. But also Workshop also wasn't out in 2019, I don't think. When did Workshop come out? Rivals of Aether Workshop release date. September 18, 2019. So unless Hodan came out in the very first 2 weeks of Workshop, then Terry beat him. Yep. Unless Hodan came out in the first 2 weeks of Workshop. Terry has a charge move that doesn't make him a charge character. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. No, I don't think anybody's actually arguing that. It's just funny. Leo is a charge character? You mean in Strife? Yeah. Kind of. He has charge inputs. Yeah, I know. But he's more of a charge character than Terry. Like, absolutely more of a charge character than Terry. But yeah, I'm going to be making videos about a lot of different stuff. For LACS, someone was asking, like, what videos. I want to do some player interviews. I'm trying to get a good mix of, like, videos that are for different types of audiences. So I think there's going to be some videos that I record and film that are going to be for people that are already really into Rivals, where I can be, like, talking to... I think it'd be really interesting to talk with, Stango and ZB about what it's like to, like, finally be at this big, like, invitational style event coming from a small game or like Rivals. Like, I think that's a cool, serious thing. But I also think it'd be really funny to talk to everybody there, because, like, it's also the only time I'm going to have access to, like, the 8 Melee and alt people there to be like, hey, what's your hottest take about Rivals right now? Or what's your, like, what's this, like, I'm going to try to have some that are serious, some that are just more entertaining. Like, I think there's a few different ways that I can do this. Yeah, no, Darqueezy was just saying that they want an Octodad style character, but in Rivals. Not that Octodads are not already in Framemakers. I think that's where they got that. A charge character is a character that needs to hold back or down. So in fighting games, that's Honda, Guile are, like, the two big ones from Street Fighter, where they have their, like, for Guile, it's the Sonic Boom, where he sends out the big shockwave, or his Flash Kick. And both of those, to do them, you need to be holding down or back for a certain amount of frames before that move will even exist, before you, like, the input will work for that. So you hold back, and then you hit the button, and it triggers it. If you're not holding back long enough, you can't do it. Chun has, like, 1 or 2 charge moves, but, like, Guile, Honda, and Blanc are, like, the big ones. Guile and Honda especially. But a lot of characters have charge inputs in other games. Big Band in Skullgirls has some charge inputs, stuff like that. But you have to hold down or back for long enough before the move works. And the reason it's an interesting archetype is that you're building somebody who's designed to be sitting back. Because by definition, if they are charging, they can't walk forward and approach. So you have to balance, like, am I trying to take space, or am I trying to get my move ready in case I'm trying to react? So a charge character has two or more charge. I mean, it doesn't matter the number of charge moves. It more matters like how central charging things is to their game plan. Batista and Under Knight, yeah. Batista and Under Knight's interesting in that she has what I would almost consider reverse charge moves, which instead of holding down, you have to hold up long enough, or you have to hold forward long enough, which is weird. So you have to approach, and you can't do anything else while it's happening. All right. I'm seeing my boys on stream. So 1 sec. I played Under Night for the first time yesterday or 2 days ago. Did not know what was happening. I was playing in something called Run the Gauntlet, which was a pseudo mystery game. Where instead of it being a total mystery of like it's a random like mystery being like, oh, you have no idea what the game is going to be. I will not be playing Uni yet, Wojo. I'm sorry. So the reason I played it for the first time is Run the Gauntlet was at Mixfest, and instead of it being a full-on mystery, it was you get a dice, obviously 6 numbers, and the dice told you if you had to play, you would roll, and you had to either play Street Fighter, Strive, Uni, Melty, what were the other two? Tekken, and Grand Blue. Yes, that's what it was. And so each game, and it wasn't even for the set, it was every game. So if you won game 1, your opponent had to roll another time, and you weren't allowed to play the same game again in the set. So during that tournament, I did okay. I think I went like 2-2 or 1-2. And M. Bison is a charge character, if I remember right. Yeah. Yep. M. Bison's not always a charge character, though. That's also part of the thing. M. Bison's like a half charge character. DJ's like a half charge character. You have a couple charge moves, but that's it. But yeah, in Run the Gauntlet, every time I got a French bread game, I had no idea what I was doing. I kind of knew what I was doing in Strive. I did know what I was doing in Street Fighter. Wisely, I can't watch Rivals 2 YouTube videos without hearing your voice. Yes, that's on purpose. Dude, my next door neighbor's boyfriend, turns out, I knew that he saw me carrying a fight stick once, so he knew that I liked fighting games, but that's about it. We'd only very vaguely, and he played League, so he was like, oh, are you playing 2XKO? That kind of thing. Turns out that he learned about Rivals and started watching Rival stuff, and so I ran into him in the hallway like 2 days ago, and he's like, dude, I see you everywhere now. That's super cool. I didn't know you did all of... It's like, all right, he's been watching a bunch of my videos. Just my next door neighbor's boyfriend. It was very funny. Totally unrelated. I love Rano's super jump in context of being a Mario 2 charge jump reference. I think it's just like a lot of fighting games have super jump. A lot of anime games do, especially like, I know it's not anime games, but like Marvel games have super jump as well. Yeah, it's also just a reference to being a frog. All right. Squanto, this is the hardest working character versus the least hard working character. I joke. I do think that Rano is a little overtuned right now. I don't think Rano's too good. Like, overtuned and too good are two different things in my brain. Because I still think that Raster and Maple are the best characters. But I think Rano is definitely the easiest character to get to, like, let's say Platinum in kind of thing. To play Rano at top 8 of this tournament, oh, you'd better be really good, though. You'd better be real good. Like luck is phenomenal, but that doesn't mean that, like, there are definitely a lot of Ranos you run into in, like, gold and early plat. I'm like, you're just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's why you're having success with him? Nah, keep it up. Keep it up. There's just that is the reason that, like, in Coinbox they did the distribution of everyone who made top 64, and there was 12 Ranos, like 13 Krags, and then like the next biggest character at like 4. So he'll just be tweaked a little bit. In fact, I think you could use more power in some other areas. It's just the ease of use is the only thing right now. Tyler Montero, thank you. But like, that doesn't mean like, if I need to beat a Rano, I have to beat a Rano. That doesn't matter. Oh yeah. This is the Abyss skin. This is the reason they have this is that they are on SPS's account because it's his computer. The devs have Abyss skins for the characters that have them. They've said that they will be accessible to the public. They will be available to the public later. That was so gross. Luckily, that doesn't kill. That would have killed some other characters, though. I think Zetter was toast in that scenario. God, needle into fair is disgusting. No, you're not dead yet. Good job getting back. Omar is nasty, by the way.
Okay, great catch with the up B there, able to almost get the stock, but unfortunate. And there's the down tilt.
But yeah, they've said that the Abyss skins they're gonna try to make available for. Oh wait, that's the Abyss Rano too. I didn't even notice that's the Abyss Rano.
Absolutely curtains for this elephant. I didn't even see that Squanto was actually using the Abyss skin as well. It's sick. Yeah, it's a low key for the Rano comparatively.
Devs seem to be showing off with their animated profile icons and Abyss skins. Yeah, they better be.
Eyeballs? Is it like one of those? Are they rotating around him in that little?
But yeah, the Abyss skins they've said will be available to regular players. It just isn't yet. So Rano's eyes are always closed with the Abyss skin because his eye's actually on his chest and on his hands. That's cool. That's some like body horror stuff. Yeah, I mean, these are already in the game because in arcade mode, they've said that they'll be available and they won't be like, oh, you have to master with the character or something. They just don't know what the thing is going to be yet. Because they want it to be hard to get, but not skill-gated, if that makes sense. Like, they don't want it to be a, like, you have to be the top 1% in the world to get it. Sucks otherwise. So I could see them tying it to arcade mode. I could see them just tying it to, like, playtime. Yeah, no, I think if you get hard mode on arcade, even if you have to restart, I think that should get you the skin. Nightmare fuel for an E10 game, right? Yeah, Wojo, I don't think Rano's the best character. I think that's still Maple and Raster in my book. I think it's just that Rano is like, if you take the melee comparison, Rano is more like the Falco. To play Falco at a high level, you have to do a lot of crazy stuff, and he kind of falls off at that point sometimes. But, like, is more consistent at a mid-level than Fox, usually. Sure. It's not quite the same, because I think Rano is maybe third best right now. But, like, that idea. You're still not paying for things in the game, so you're playing with what you randomly get? Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're talking about Pocket, not this. Right. You guys are talking about a card game now. It's an okay comparison. Ease of use should be considered in tier lists. I think so. I think the consistent characters are the ones that you're going to see a lot more in like top 16s.
Wow, I can't believe he still had it in that. That's another 12%. I mean, that can be the difference here too. I mean, I was just about to say only 36% of this is really kind of one combo.
So back and forth.
Certainly with a bubble. Yeah, this stock.
I want to see Omar make it further just because I think it's like we saw Squanto in a lot of top 8s for Rivals 1. Omar was always really good. I think made top 20 the last season for Rivals 1. But Omar being a huge top threat now and with a new character and with a character that a lot of people are saying, what?
I don't think so. It's not.
Just the small level 1 explosion to a charge?
That was wild. All right, really nice confirm. You haven't seen that into the up strong very often. It's mostly goes.
I didn't know you could do that.
You have that opportunity.
That's really cool, actually.
Tag is Omar_swag for a reason.
He's tagging swag is Omar's swag. That's so funny. I love that. So we're going Jules next. This is kind of what you were talking about in the last game, right? The perfect
Okay.
and conveniently kind of extends
You'd think that with this character being so awful that we would have known about things like
pretty advantageous
down B to up strong.
if he wants to push this. He also can just kind of focus neutral, kind of keep this ledge, but if he really wants to go out there with some combos, he's got the ability to do so.
But yeah, no, that's the... It's either my next video or the one after is the worst character isn't bad.
This usage of the
Just me arguing that Lox might be the worst character in the game, but that doesn't mean Lox is a bad character. And also talking about Force Burn, but more taking that to like, here's the recent example, but just remember this over the lifespan of this game. Rivals 1 was extremely well balanced. I expect to see the same here.
at the side of the stage there.
Oh, the SDI to get out of some of that was really good.
Good read from Omar, but Squanto is going to get the stock.
Also, somebody was asking about Cake playing Fleet. Yes, Cake is on Fleet today. If you're looking for top fleets, there's B-Bats is like the best fleet.
Combo videos to be the one that
They're not as consistent as Cake. Cake also has, you know, internet issues, and so you'll see Cake do way more at in-person events than online ones. Mystery Soul is also a very good top-level, was a top-level Rivals 1 player, but is now on Fleet.
just to get grabbed and thrown off, not going to be enough DI to save him there. This is how you know that Rivals 2 is a new and creative game, because you have a heavy that actually has to work hard.
All right.
Oh, man. And
I like that. The up special facing you the other way so you can't parry it.
he's been doing really
Ooh, Magma on the Abyss skin looks good.
dangerous for Omar.
All of the different Lox skins all have different like patterns for what the Magma looks like, and I've liked a lot of them, but this one's good.
Yeah, but
The like
a little bit of an awkward trade.
animal one where you get like, oh,
Gets the
whew. I'm surprised he just didn't let it rip.
hitting the falls because
We're still in there.
Omar's hitting the DI on these needles every single time, not holding in, not going to be
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but on commentary,
he should be fine, but
there was a JP fleet you thought was sick. I don't know any Japanese players for this game right now, other than like Amsa, but I would love to see more of that.
I was going to say, you force the opponent a little bit further away when you pop him into that bubble, and the last thing Lox wants is to be any further away from the ledge if he has to. Yeah.
God, Omar loves bouncing the ball too.
Now the neutral air off.
The bouncy eyeballs are out.
Proving his advantage state is so incredible. Every single time he gets a single hit, he makes it count so much, but now he might be on the other foot, even though he doesn't have the
Yeah, from the one time I played Omar, if you're not ready, you feel like you are being smothered and rushed down by Lox, which is sometimes a wild feeling.
goes high and gets
So consistent into the RAR back air.
I love the dribble with the meatball there. I mean, it's such a good item use.
They missed the opportunity to give Loxodon a basketball skin. They've talked about it. They're very aware.
Lox already has control. Yeah, it controls a lot of space, right? Like, a lot of times, if you
I'm
go
sure
to
we're
the
getting more
corner
sport
and stay
skins
back,
for
you're
other
gonna
characters.
and that's not the position you want to be in against Lox.
What characters are in top 8? That's a good question. Let me look at the players again to see who I'd... So Fleet, Fours, Crag, Zetter, Maple, Crag, Lox, and Rano. So Crag is the only person that has 2 of the same character, which I think is really sick.
That's the one miss on the TI. Just in time.
Big wall,
Suddenly turns around. No, the downside.
wall attack. Also, I guess just the wall is big. Yeah,
Saw somebody get a
you got it. Yeah, both of them.
getting smoked. So I mean, that's the tough part there too. Like in Rivals 1.
Niranoa?
More
Niranoa?
needle
Okay.
charge, you can actually go
Sick.
into double needle off stage. Into the aerial. In that case, use the
You feel like top 8 is almost superfluous? Yeah, I think like the mid-level, I would have no idea who to put at the mid-level. I think it's some mix of Raster, Maple, then I don't know. It's either Crag and Rano or Rano and Crag. I think Fleet's really good, right? But like, as you get lower, I'm like, I don't know. I think there's like 2 best characters. Then there's Rano and Crag, which are almost as good, but easier, like more consistent and easier.
You can't go to Rockwall.
And then after that, it's like, well, I think Lox is the worst, but I also think Lox is really good. So, are those arcade skins? You can see these in arcade. These are the Abyss skins. They're able to play with them because we are on a devs setup or a devs account. The devs have said that these will be available to everybody later. They just haven't decided how to distribute them yet. They want it to be something that's in-game, not a purchase thing. They said in-game, and they don't want it to be skill-gated, so it can't be like... can't be skill-gated, but they want it to be hard to get. So it needs to be like an achievement, or... Not like, oh, you hit Master, because a lot of people will just never be able to do that. But like, you beat arcade mode with the character, like that kind of thing. As a Forsburn man, I really don't like his Abyskin. I don't know what For's Abyskin looks like yet.
Yeah, you can grab ledge with the reverse up B, but a little bit off in the spacing.
The arcade color changing ones? Oh, I mean, I'm sure that we're, like, you mean not arcade mode, but you mean literally the arcade skins with, like, how Eliana could play Snake kind of thing.
Oh, and disrupting the eyeball dribble actually leads into a double back air.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get a lot of... Considering how creative they were with some of the pixel art skins in the first game, it's going to be even more so here. Oh, the DI out of the needle, but the air dodge got caught by the forward air.
I tried to use that special get up.
Oh, no. Honestly, the bubble saved him. Okay. Can you guys hear the game at all, or the commentators at all? I want it to be like a little there, but not louder than me. Yeah, all right. It's quiet. Okay, that's kind of the goal. I'll turn it up if there's like big stuff happening. You hear nothing. Okay. I just think it sounds weird if it's just me in silence, but also if it sounds like me and then two other commentators, it's going to be very hard to tell what's going on. All right, I'll turn game up just a little bit.
Really known for his technical prowess with Rano. Yeah. So not surprising to see this kind of effectiveness come across in the new game either. Yep.
Block's arcade skin reminds you of Cthulhu. Yeah, I can see that. We've got like the bat ears, but also tentacles and stuff.
Back into center stage, but these edge cancels and this
Big. All right, Squano takes it.
3-1 victory for Squanto. Really nice showing.
Squano was a phenomenal, like top 10 in the world. Rano in Rivals 1 too.
I mean, especially when you have that.
Needles are so oppressive. I don't know how Locke's supposed to deal with them without parrying. I mean, that's kind of the thing. You are supposed to parry them.
Locks is trying to hit a nair, and
is Brosa and Jet. Squanto played PM. I meant Rivals 1. Did I say PM?
Validate some of your common neutral tools like that. Yep.
I don't. I think I said Rivals 1.
So, you know, phenomenal work from Squanto.
Subbed you immediately after you bought this game. Love the videos, dude. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Rivals 2 at Heatwave.
I will be getting more videos out soon.
So there is no
more videos and for more games too. But Rosa, no, not Rosa the Otter. Brosa, B-R-O-S-A.
Something I love that they do at Heatwave, and the medals reflect that. There is a 1st through 8th place medal. There's not 2 5th place. There's not 2 7th places. SBS is
oh my God, SBS is doing that to them. I don't know if you guys could hear that.
He's lovely. I love SBS.
So it looks like we have
SBS is known for doing silly tournaments. He did a tournament where every single person, it was like full round robin, and then every thing split even further, so you didn't share a placement with anybody. It wasn't like, oh, all these people got 13th place, because you tie, that's how brackets work. Every single person had like placement matches and like split up. Apparently he's doing that for top 8 here.
One doubles together. Yeah, them showing off their.
Oh, that's fun. Cheesy and Nbad won doubles together. I love that.
You know, have pushed each other both as friends and competitors for a really long time.
But apparently, SBS off stream is making people play tiebreaker matches. So you don't tie for 7th. You are getting 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, that kind of thing. They're getting Bobby Scarred? Yes, all of them are.
It's something that's a lot more rare, right? Like, you know, some of the ultimate tournaments will happen like every week.
This tournament going on, get off your phone. I'm on my phone during tournaments all the time.
Some of them are going to be online.
Half the time it's because I'm live posting about what I'm seeing.
We're going to get into this here. This is Crag versus Maple. This, of course,
it's okay.
Skunk Skin and
SBS is the people's champ. I mean, yes, but also not. In this case, SBS is shared in making the people's champ have to play to split up further. Scar was not the one who wanted to do tiebreaker matches. If y'all don't know, SBS is the TED TO for Heatwave. But also, not just the head TO for Heatwave, started Arizona Rivals. Arizona's the like biggest Rivals local scene in the world, like for sure. And at least in Rivals 1, I'm sure it is in Rivals 2, like they have weeklies, they have bigger weeklies than a lot of people do for like Melee and Ultimate, that kind of thing.
So it's still a lot of work to get put in that spot. Yeah, 124, not going to be quite enough yet.
And so it started Heatwave, and then later, Cheesy's using the bounce house. Let's go! It's the best respawn platform.
I wouldn't say the favorite to win this at all. Cheesy has been so good.
No, I definitely would say
anyways, but it started Heatwave. It was after Heatwave and starting Arizona Rivals of Aether that because he was the most consistent, biggest grassroots TO for Rivals, that Aether Studios brought him on specifically to be their esports manager. So now he's the esports manager, but this event, he would run this even if he wasn't. Like, this event is not connected to his work with Rivals Esports. He's just also TOing the biggest grassroots major still. Like, this is not part of his actual job. Oh, the event is named Heatwave? Yes. No, I live in Minnesota. There's definitely not a Heatwave going on right now. Gross.
Wrap around three hits.
The 164 now. You don't really typically see this character lasting.
Real character development is realizing Claren isn't broken, she's just annoying. Yeah. That's what that entire tweet was about that people got mad at me for. It's like, stop complaining about Claren. She's not that good. She's just okay. She's mid-tier.
The Lily controls space so well on this stage, and the ability to get these up air chains is huge. But let's see what she's gonna do. Gets the down air, gets the ledge regrab, and uses the refresh, but it's not enough to get the
advice on creating a scene for platform fighters if nothing exists in your area. I mean, that's the you build it, they will come kind of thing. The Field of Dreams. Eventually, you just have to. Someone has to put up and be like, "Hey, I want to run this event." And I bet there are people in your area.
And you see a lot of them.
Like that kind of thing.
Just kind of what that was there, but only do that.
But I think it's better to start with like, hey, I'm gonna have a fest. I'm gonna invite a bunch of people over to play friendlies, to play casuals, for Melee or for Rivals or whatever your game of choice is.
The combos he's got for the big heavies are going to be lasting longer on Crag, and are in a good position to keep this percentage up too. So not really just kind of sit back on his heels.
And I think once you start with the fest and then you get enough running small casual like mini tournaments inside the fests, that's kind of what I did. I had like 8-person tournaments with just people that were already at the fest that were free just to see who's best out of the people there. And then you just kind of keep growing it from there. But I think that's a decent way to start.
And yeah,
after playing against her, I just freeze up whenever you hit a tipper because you expect to be the one in hit stun. That is unfortunately a you problem on that side.
Yeah, embed one.
Yeah, and is Edbed on
I feel the okayness. Yeah. Claren's just a mid-tier. If Claren didn't do extra hit stun, people wouldn't hate her. Well, people still hate Marth, so they would hate her a little bit. But like, if she still had all the same combos but not the extra hit stun somehow, yeah, I know that mechanically wouldn't work. It's just because you get stopped in place and people get annoyed.
To be honest, I think it is.
That's the only reason, as far as I can tell. That and that people really hate playing against Disjoint.
I think you're crazy.
Okay, alright.
I think there's a reason that a lot of the, like, I don't like playing against Claren carries people kind of talk that I'm seeing from a lot of folks are from ult people. And it's because if you have not learned... Whoa! Interesting way to punish slide off. I like that. And the second rock... Big. That was just a crazy stock from Cheesy. Oh my god.
Which is what led to that stock and that position.
There's a lot of Melee players who still hate, who still hate Marth and their hate for Claren. Yeah, but most of the big posts that I was seeing from that were like going kind of semi-viral in the smashing were all from ult people. And it's because if you haven't learned how to deal with disjoint in a game with wave dashing, the way that you deal with disjoint in Melee or PM, where you shield something and wave dash out of shield and handle it that way, is so different than dealing with disjoint in ult. It's just an entirely different thing.
Like, how useful is that versus shielding the center? 'Cause shield drop is
Squid
such a
Boy, hello.
mechanic, like, a lot, especially with Crag.
Been wanting to talk for a while now, but had to input a phone number. Oh, because of verification? Yeah, that's to prevent bots. Doesn't work 100% of the time, but certainly is a lot less. That's what you did locally?
So good in the corner. Got that earlier.
You started from 2 laptops in the Steam Deck, and now you're getting 14 people? Hell yeah, I love that.
I feel like at these percents, though,
Love
really what
that.
you're trying to do more than anything else is just kind of harass the maple. Like if you
It's
get
the
them off
big
base,
salmon, not the little one.
way back in.
How you doing? How you doing, Dot? I'm so happy to see you here. I don't know what the little one means in this, but...
You're willing to kind of scrap a little bit in the corner and just kind of take what you can get.
Yep, and trying to utilize that rock out throw hand in.
Shielding way more common, sure.
Going crazy with it, but so is Edbag.
Yes, I'm also not Pajama
Not
Sam, I
afraid to
agree.
go out there and get his hands dirty against Cheesy.
And has almost leveled this back out too. I mean, we're within.
You said who do I main? I've switched mains recently, so I'm not as good anymore, but I'm having more fun. I switched to fours,
At any point,
and once I can put it all together, I'll be good again. But I was playing Clarin. Oh my God, the ledge
a little
dash!
bit of a misstep, and Cheesy is gonna punish that.
I was playing Clarin and Zetter before that. I played Ori and the kinda Zetter in one, so that makes sense
Okay.
that I at least had a Zetter. My Clarin and Zetter are just a little bit better than the fours still, but I'm having way more fun learning fours.
Mix up with the DI. If you hold up there, you're not gonna get. You're not gonna die off the top.
Ooh. Rocks.
Playing with the maple earlier,
Uh-oh.
they were telling
Cheesy
us how
below ledge with a rock.
difficult it is
What
to
will she
walk
do?
with Tether in this game comparatively.
I've seen this.
It's a side finisher for sure.
I think that killed before the tether connected.
From the dash.
Just straight
I
up.
think that was from the dash
That was a little
attack.
bit better. It might not have. It might not have killed. So makes sense going for it. Oof. Oh yeah, I like.
I've
that.
noticed you've been cameos in other videos. I have. I have even more coming up.
The side, but
It's been very fun. Having people ask me to be part of stuff has been a really neat side effect of all of this.
now Cheesy. has
So I'll have a
ability.
cameo in a Walt video soon.
It's almost Cheesy is camping Lily at that point.
I guess I don't know how soon, but he's asked me at least.
Oh, it double spot
Did you
up.
watch Bowler? I did. I didn't know I was going to be in that one. That was less of a cameo and more of a like just used my face versus like I didn't voice over anything.
You have this advantage state, right? When you have the mark on you.
I think I commented on that video even. I jump scared myself. Was not expecting to see my own face.
The DI in on that forward air, opting to try to stay close to the stage just in case. But back throw, tether,
Ooh, all right.
neutral air, have to take the stock.
Fours burn is ridiculously popular now. I'm seeing a lot of fours. I think it's just that fours is cool. Fours is just like a cool type of video, like not video, cool type of character. He looks neat.
From your opinion, obviously, I want to really pick your brain here as somebody that.
Yeah, I also watched the Rivals lore video, but I was in a different video of this.
This matchup was not very good at Rivals. It was a hard time for Craig.
Yeah.
Now, pick your character. Pick
The
your
Rivals lore video is half of the reason I know any of the Rivals lore now. I knew some of it before, but I know a lot more now at this point.
Situation to be up now, or trying to put yourself up 2-1 in the stock.
Yeah, I mean, this is a matchup that, like a lot of others in Rivals 2, is about the punish game. Both
Yeah.
these
I feel like I'm not seeing nearly as many people
characters
get
punish each
killed
other,
just from the rock.
The real goal
off
is
the
to
bottom
make sure
that I did in
you're
Rivals
just hitting
1.
your opponent harder. Like,
I wonder
Cheesy
what that
has been
is.
getting these kills in situations where, like, we've
Because
seen
I think the
Edbag
tech
low
window is the
percents,
same.
not necessarily
Yeah.
kill percents traditionally.
You still want to DI back because you're going to live longer, but it's not
A lot.
comfortable. Either way, you're taking the strong. Just charges! Cheesy does that a lot. You'll see her charge even longer to call out a spot dodge.
And that's just, I
She did it in Rivals 1 with calling out people's parries. So I think that was both a parry or spot dodge read.
You have the ability to hit just as hard as Maple. And another thing that I think will be interesting to see is if we see
Okay.
the chain grab, the up air neutral B chain grab is something that we haven't seen Cheesy pull out much, but it's also hasn't gotten the command grab at the low percents just yet.
Such a high percent.
Those unfamiliar, I mean, that's just going to be using your.
They're getting way more out of SDI than I've realized. I'm doing SDI stuff, but they're being smarter about it. I think Lily extended the hitbox there.
Oh no. Shout out to production. Beautiful shot of Enbad reacting to that from Cheesy.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where you go neutral special.
Okay, move your face cam. I can't see Enbad. I'm sorry, I had it switched earlier. My bad.
Does like 70%.
You're right. You're right.
But we haven't seen it out just yet. If we see ZB
I'll be
versus
right
Switch,
there.
which will be the same matchup, I do expect to see it in that one. But yeah, that's a huge deal. Just like the punish game is
Hello,
so
Nbad.
point for
Especially
Nbad.
because the commentators
Feel like
just said that
every
he made a
time
great
she's
reaction
getting-
that I missed.
She's just taking 1,000,000%. But
I need to stop playing Rivals 2 when I'm tired. I just get upset at
doesn't
myself.
seem like the
Yeah, I
game
did. I lost like
It's one of those things where it's
100
100%
ranked
or it's
points
finisher that just
a couple
ends
nights
it.
ago because I lost a set that was really close and I made a dumb decision and then I got tilted and then I queued like 4 more sets and I lost all of them. Let's go. Don't rage queue, folks.
combo here from Nbad, but the thing is, like, you can deal all the damage to Crag.
Unironically, that's one of the reasons that I don't stream ranked as much as I would like. Good job playing against other players and other stuff because I don't want to get tilted on stream. Big. All right. You don't get tilted. I'm just upset that I didn't sleep better. I mean, both. Don't rage queue. Also, like, don't play too late at night if you know that you have to be up early in the morning.
Complaints I was hearing earlier, you know, you have to kind of
I will say, ranked also is way harder at that time. Ranked at like 1 in the morning is just full of demons. It's better to play at like 6 after everyone that had a long day of work is getting on, and then you can beat them.
This character is capable of some really gross stuff.
Yep. Forward air off the side.
And Bad's forward air combos are very impressive. I'm not seeing many people hit these dunks off stage, though. Like Elky's wraps have been stronger, or like I feel like Switch is neutral. It is interesting. I saw that Switch is playing Zetter after for years even saying that he wasn't going to be playing Zetter because he played Ori in 1 and then played Maple, even though he's the best Wolf for a long time in PM. So seeing the Zetter and it was like I might keep Maple in for a couple matchups, but not for like everything.
But it's hard to react to down strong a lot of times. It's just such a fast move. The DI you have to hit.
Writing a short book about becoming untiltable. Okay. Being comfortable with being bad as a skill in itself. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling right now with the, like, I feel like I should be in plat, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying really hard to do whatever, but it's, I'm learning a new character, and I'm not good with the new character yet, and that's okay. I'm having more fun being bad and relearning stuff right now. That doesn't mean I'm awful. I'm still probably in top 10%, but I'm not in that, you know, the random denomination of being in plat, which I guess is top 6%. Good night, Wojo. Wind down for bed. Also, thank you for the follow, Squid Boy.
Oh, here it is though. Up air into double
I just play
back.
Crag. Even if you lose, you're having too much fun. Yeah, that's... I'm having more fun losing with 4s and like trying to set up combust and super clone things than I was like sweating my brain, like sweating my brain out, trying to like hit everything exactly with Zetter or Clarin, and being like, if I get the opening, I should always be able to. It's like, no, I'm figuring out all this stuff now. Barely got in. That still should be a kill. I thought we were gonna get more damage than that.
It is not quite as strong as I think it is.
I hope that they release this game in the Xbox. They'll give it more updates. Yes, that's actually part of why they have off-brand. Off-brand because they're the publisher. Usually it's a publisher's job to work with like the console developers to make sure that games are being updated correctly. Because it becomes a huge issue otherwise, like for literally the same reason that we saw with the first game. So when it comes out on console, I know that they will be updating it way more frequently.
She's definitely in a position where she can get a stock. I did not expect that to kill. I was going to say that.
I have friends who just know you as the guy with the magnificent beard. Oh wait, you're the one who posted the picture before. Yeah.
Strong attacks in this set. You love to see it.
Buttons are being pushed.
After that tweet, my YouTube comments have been a lot more just like, look at this beard. And I don't know if they're people that jumped into my YouTube because they saw the tweet or if it's just coincidence. But it's very funny.
That Mbag can get this kill, and she is just doing such a good job of staying out of these bad situations. And I think that was a little misstep. Meant to use the special, but a great parry on
the guy who just laughs at chat.
Wow,
Yep.
Just things are flying so
Oh yeah,
fast
no.
right here, bros.
Rivals on Xbox is in a very sorry place, unfortunately. Like, and that's something I know that the team also is not happy with. But the process for getting things updated on Xbox it's very expensive to push updates versus like I think on Steam it's literally free. You just have to put it in. But for Xbox and Switch, you have to like actually pay to have your game be updated. And it was to the point of like we are like actively losing money to patch this game,
So
and
good, but a pick
there was a
with
lot
the
of different
special.
weird issues. That's part of why they're going to be working with a
All you're
publisher,
doing is
though.
really just switching spots there. You take over on the ledge pressure and come back off stage.
Like my
Find
interview
something
with
cheesy.
Brian with
Awareness to
Capo
detect that down air.
specifically said that like console release is something that they're excited to help with as dev support.
The double distance on
That was
and
so.
it looks
Wait,
like
what?
it's gonna be Cheesy still making it back
Cheesy's the
somehow.
one alive there?
I thought that was gonna be Nbad. But no.
I thought Nbad,
Tourney,
okay.
no problem. Gets the stock with that down strong and a little bit of Lily's already planted.
Sounds like Microsoft and Nintendo aren't being kind to indie devs. I mean, it's just the way the consoles work, unfortunately. I don't even think it's kind. I do think, I've heard that Nintendo is,
How does Greg get out of that?
like, I don't think either of them are exceptionally more difficult to work with. It's just that Steam is way
Man, these
easier.
Beatles, you do what you can, but
Wait, that's how you know of Doug Doug, which is in turn how you know of Brosa. By Brosa, I think you mean Rosa, the otter, or Brosa, the commentator.
Still though, able to get out of that spot. Tech giving back your wall jump.
I am a huge fan of Doug Doug, though.
Advantage there
I
for
think Doug Doug is
now.
the best gaming content creator right now, and has been for, like, several years.
What's the move?
Oh, I love the cancel. Oh, that's so sick. I know it only does like an extra 4% or whatever, but it's so cool.
Even stuff that I've done where I'm uploading a video that's mainly from stream and not a full scripted thing, like the way he does his
The upset.
Went for the double
ooh.
and they double dip down. Nbad takes out Cheesy.
Much more reserved.
Keys
top
Bay,
all the
thank
time.
you.
Still very, very excited. Clearly.
Do you know if the event is infinite? I have no
Yeah, I mean,
idea.
that's why that's why
Squid
you
Boy,
listen
I'm
to
sorry.
True.
I don't have control over the ads right now.
Looks at the bracket on our team.
It's
like,
just
"Look, I
an
got
auto
that
thing.
side," just nods over at it.
We got this.
Production, come back to me. I need to explain this for those.
One of the
involved,
rare
because,
streamers who
yeah,
does more than
this
just
is-
do something.
So
I mean, I like that even if you
have
watch
TO
the stream in person, you know that if you watch the YouTube video, it's going to have VO. It's going to have...
Keep an eye of everything's going over there. So comes over.
I thought Doug Doug was known as the bald guy, not the funny. Doug Doug is not bald.
Walks over.
Unless you're making a joke because his chat calls him bald sometimes. I don't know if you're playing along with the joke or if you're actually getting him confused with somebody else.
Because not only are you here to win the first Rivals 2 at Heatwave, Rivals 2 anyways. I mean, we had a bracket.
No, Doug Doug is
last year, and it
wonderful,
was a
though.
great time, but it wasn't on the same caliber we have today.
That was like
At least the Switch has the Workshop 4 update. Yeah, I mean, that's because the Switch version came out after that, though. That's why.
It was like a little bit of an invitational.
Or no, the Switch version came out with Definitive Edition. My bad.
Dan won that.
It's a joke?
so you know
Alright.
it's cursed.
Sick.
But at the same time, we actually have an official.
But yeah, I mean, even if I'm not trying to be the same type of humor, like, I take a lot from Doug Doug in terms of when I've uploaded stuff that is from stream, I still want to make it so that if you watch the stream, it's enjoyable because I'm,
You know, you have Genesis.
like, I do voiceover, I explain things, and I have more editing, and I have whatever. Doug being bald is not just a running joke, it's the running joke. I mean, there's a lot. I think you cannot be a male content creator on the internet without your chat either deciding to make short jokes or bald jokes. I don't get why people make fun of a person's hairstyle. It's not making fun of him. He doesn't look like he's balding at all. It's just every content creator in the world gets short jokes and bald jokes. Because chat thinks it's fun to make fun of people. The problem is that I'm actually short and actually bald. So nobody can make fun of me because I don't care, and I've already been upfront about that. I've been bald for years before I started doing content. I'm 5'5". I'm short. I've made jokes about that one too. You can't stop me.
Really showing off just what Forsberg can do.
Yeah, and then, I mean, just the classic Claren T-shirt. I want to say that.
Yes, make fun of me for being tall with a full head of hair. Perfect.
I want to say 7 or 8 years old at this point. That was like right around.
The beard makes up for it. I mean, I started growing the beard before I was bald. But I'm not gonna lie, it definitely helps. It looks a lot better because of it.
Fleet in this game is a lot easier for him, and he's really enjoyed the character so far.
If Cake wins, what a shock. Yeah, it's weird seeing Cake versus, like, a character versus Forza, and it's not Cake. I'm very interested to see this. Because now that I'm playing Forza, there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to study. He hasn't landed yet. Yep, and say, I think didn't have a side B.
The cloud gets taken away. Pikmon wanted to try to get back to that, but on Cake, a step ahead, and is able to get that.
If there's a player that's able to circumvent
Forsburn's mix-ups and recoveries to come back to stage.
Oh yeah,
It's going to be big. Not to mention the tools that Fleet already has. But
I mean, they're saying this, but Cake's gonna be so good at edge guarding fours, like better than any other character right now, or not character, player.
Such a terrible spot to be in.
Knocked out of that side B is so tough.
Yeah, the startup just long
Yeah, the fact that you can get knocked out of side B, and that depending on when you get knocked out, you're just dead is so rough. Cake wins all of the majors? He used to, not anymore. I've got a feeling that we'll be back to seeing dominant Cake at some point in this game's lifespan. Obviously Cake is still phenomenal, but there was a year where no one beat Cake in 10 tournaments in a row. That was the storyline that year, was can anyone beat Cake at all?
Yeah, and once again these arrows.
And it was at Heatwave 5 that it was finally broken.
And up air, yeah, off the top.
Doesn't even need the up strong.
All right, I didn't want to say it, but I gotta say that I hope Pikmon can do better than Cake's previous opponent, who, okay.
All right, gets one on the board. Cake did 9-stock cheesy in this set that he played before this, which was absurd. Cake was at Miami? I don't remember if Cake was at Miami.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I was
I
talking
don't remember.
to him and Penguin both before this top 8 started, and you're looking at different game, right?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
not
chat's still talking about being bald?
This is a
Okay.
different era. This is a different
Everyone started balding in their 20s? A man balding in their 20s is insane to me. I was balding in my 20s. What?
Unfortunately, Pikmon made some mistakes.
Unfortunately, that just happens.
Cake winning that pretty convincingly. But you know,
I'm not that. I mean, I'm older than a lot of people in chat, but I'm not old.
New challengers, new rivals.
I'm 31.
Mind right now.
Nice.
Peter Pikmon has no pronouns at all. We always refer to Peter by Peter's full name. Correct. I believe Peter just goes by he, him. But they pull pronouns from Start GG, and Pikmon just might not have them put in Start GG.
ZB play Cake really well. ZB win sets against Cake as well.
That's
We've
probably
seen
it.
do really well against Cake and win sets against Cake.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely he, him, unless something has changed.
Like it's going to happen in Rivals too. ZB and Switch have to play to see who plays in winners finals.
How do you stop getting shieldgram constantly? You have to space your moves so that you can drift back out after hitting him. I'm bad at doing this though. Getting shield grab is like my biggest weakness right now. I'm working on spacing better.
That's what I like to see is the
like this is far easier said than done.
Players, I want them playing at their top.
Right. And the onus is really on everyone else, right? Cake is.
I will say
de facto. Right?
I know that Pikmon just plays the skin. I love the Wasteland 4s. He gets clipped out of side B. There we go. And say, if you're able to pull clone again, you're good. But if you lose clone, you can't side B again, and it's super rough.
Yeah, I mean, Pikmon is like I said.
Spot dodging is actually really good in this game right now. Spot dodging is very good. I know you just said it's not so good. They had to tone it down even, because you could just spot dodge infinitely, and it, like, the amount of iframes that you got meant it was actually genuinely hard to punish.
The P+ community too. I'm really happy for some of these players to have like main stage moments now.
They've got a legal game, man.
Yeah, I've heard these conversations.
Oh yes, it's not as big as alt spot dodging. Correct.
In this case, it's a smaller venue and a small.
But most of the games that I compare things to are like Melee and PM first, or depending on the thing, Rivals 1.
In the arena,
But spot dodging didn't exist in Rivals 1, so.
And it's a shame too because it's an elite level amount of players. It's a great skill cap as far as gameplay goes. It's
and you can clearly see that
the winner of this tournament also, they're going to they're invited to LACS, which will be huge, but they're also going to be invited to Plat Fight, which I'm excited for because I'm working that event. I'll be at both of those events, but very excited for Plat Fight personally. So the winner's getting flown to 2 different tournaments. Same with the winner, same with the winner of it at Don't Park as well, which is very funny to me. Cake and Assault is already Cake Assault's already invited to LACS. There was 3 Rivals players that were directly invited. Cake, Marlon, and ZB. I'm not sure what the situation is with Marlon, because obviously there's some drama going on. Drama's not the right word for it. There's some stuff going on. The Rivals team is going to take a look, and then we will find out. Because they handle bans, permanent or temporary.
You hold in a little bit on that forward, and it's just
Now it's just
corner.
Pikmon, which is happening. I mean, Pikmon would need to win the tournament to get invited directly.
Goes for the down air to clear out the smoke clouds below him because obviously Force has the
Yeah,
opportunity to
Pikmon would need to win the tournament, or if Cake wins the tournament, it's whoever
Once he
got
clears that
second.
out, Pikmon has to
Yep.
DP in, and with that leads to that stock finish there.
Yep, great forethought from Kate.
Did I
Not
read
just
your point? No,
playing
I
at the
missed
first
it.
level, always aware of the resources.
Oh yeah, when Rivals 2 was at Heatwave last year, it was in Kickstarter. Now it's back as the full game. Yeah.
Kate was playing against Gengar earlier.
Yep, that was the Kickstarter where that was like one of the only ways to play it ahead of time was by like winning. You could play friendlies at Heatwave, but to enter the tournament you had to like get. They invited the winners of each of the other games to enter a small bracket for it.
Not enough to get the kill just yet. I'm wondering if we see the classic
ZB also got invited. Yeah, no, I said it was Cake, Marlon, and ZB. It's Marlon that we don't know if he will actually be able to attend or not.
Went for the suck up, but I'm not
They
sure what
tried to
the
invite
is with that.
Stango and Boyko, but they both said no because Boyko has a bachelor party before his wedding that weekend, and Boyko's also at the bachelor party.
And you know, Cake is living up to the in-game tag.
Since Melee coined the term sex kick, can we just call Forsburn's forward air? No, because in Melee, a sex kick's a very specific thing anyways. It's the like the super long lingering ones, which is the opposite of Forza's, but also I think people are definitely trying to move away from the term sex kick. It's not a great terminology for a move.
Wasn't really any kind of missteps outside of maybe
The
last
Boykler party?
maybe that was
Yes.
Cake putting him in that position
But
as
it's
well.
Boyko is at the bachelor party, but it's literally Boyko's bachelor party.
Almost take a game is
Stango is just also attending it.
so not something that's going to stop him from trying his hardest in free, but you gotta really think about on the fly how you're going to change things just to put a point on the board.
Yeah, I mean, and already though, Pikmon is
Okay.
in the lead in this game.
I'm liking
It's a
Pikmon
matter
a lot
of
more in
getting that
this
stock
game.
is the biggest important part
Obviously, he
here.
kind of got trunched the last two.
Already 114%,
But I think this is
moment
a
misstep,
Cake
moment
skill difference
one.
kind of thing, not a
One hit for Cake. It's
not
it's
a
a
like
disaster.
Peter Pikmon can't do it right
Goes for a
now,
grab.
or
It's
Forsburn can't
still
do it
safe
right
by
now
Dark
thing.
Shield, and the up strong though, close hitbox. Seems like Cake is going to be able
How
to find
often
this
do I
no
stream?
problemo.
I try to stream once or twice a week.
Still, just
I'm
one
trying to do
update
twice,
away from
but
securing that stock.
working on videos and
Go for
working
the-
on like
the
other
board cave, and it's
gigs
not
comes
gonna
first.
get into the dagger.
So like I'm working. I was gonna stream earlier this week, and I ended up working on videos for Plat Fight since I'm their director of content.
If you're relying it
So I
solely
was
for
editing
points, sometimes it
interviews
does,
and
sometimes it
scheduling stuff for that, and that ended up
But once
taking
again,
priority.
though, you made a small misstep in the corner and Cake
I would
is
love to
going
stream more, but I got to
make
do
you
the stuff
pay.
that's
Oh,
fully
this-
making me
this
money
computerized
first.
operating system, I think it has
Streaming makes me a little bit of money, but it's not paying the bills.
game is
So stuff that is like either videos, which will help more long term, or
You do all that.
I have a different IRL job that I'm doing like part time while I'm focusing on content more.
Down here is going to finish off this first stock.
For the first month of Rivals 2, though, I only was doing content. I took the month off from that job. But that's a job that I can choose when I want to work. So now that I'm back to working that, I'm probably going to be doing like 2 or 3 times a week and like do basically half-time for content, half-time for that job, which is just so that I can like pay rent and other stuff as I'm trying to get content to be like a full-time, I'm paying my bills kind of thing. But I mean, last month in October was like half the money I made, which is it's still a big improvement.
I was going to wonder, was he going to use Super Clone? Was he going to use the Combust?
Streaming makes some. Oh, holy crap! Thank you. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Or wait, 20. I think that's a different currency. Either way, thank you for the super chat. Holy crap!
Still fighting, though.
What's up, Bagoda player? Who's your main? In this, I'm maining Force right now, but my Force is not as good. I'm just having more fun with them. My best characters are probably Clarin and Zetter, but I think given like another week or two, my Force should be as good. The Clarin and Zetter I had more experience from Rivals 1 to lean on though. A job you can choose to work? What a job. I mean, it's not a full-time job, that's the thing. If it was the only job I was doing, it would be harder as well. The fact it's just a job that I can choose when to work now. But if it was like, all right, I'm doing this every single day, 9 to 5, money would still be tight. So it's just working right now as I'm trying to like figure out the content thing on my side.
I'm Jed the Jacob. This is Barossa. Hope you're having a good time so far here at Heatwave number 7. This is, I feel like,
to see if content is something I can actually grow into being a full-time gig for me or not.
We've had so far since the game's launched. Like, this is the big.
This is where do you like more Project M or HDR? PM. I've not really played much HDR, so it's an easy choice. But I just haven't played it much.
The Road to Plat Fight and the LACS. So both of those things, the winner of this tournament is going to get flown out.
It's good. It's all right. I saw I was getting into the first time. The chat's definitely not fast enough that people need to be typing answers multiple times. So it's all right.
More than anything, who gets second?
What's your day job? This is gonna sound weird. I don't feel comfortable saying right now, but that's because what I will say is that my day job involves working with kids, and so it's not that it's for privacy reasons. It's less that I don't want other people to know about that. It's that I don't want the kids that I work with to find this stuff. It's not against the rules, but it's just one of those, like, privacy things kind of thing. So I try not to mention it a lot on here at all.
And, oh yeah, sorry. I forgot, we were talking.
All right, one second. I'm going to go grab some water. I need some water.
Obviously, he has been playing mostly Zetter recently.
I wasn't going to question at the moment because we were mid-game, but I was like, I don't know if we're getting to Zetter.
Yeah. I remember I've been watching his stream a little bit, and he's been playing almost exclusively Zetter at this point. Hasn't been enjoying how Maple feels at the top level. Right. I mean, I think it's one of those things where a lot of the stuff that works on the lower mid-level players just doesn't quite work at the top level, and you have to play the game in a way that he doesn't really want to play it. He wants to be able to run at people and hit buttons. He wants to be able to utilize his, decades of experience as a spacey running at people to know exactly how to make that aggression work out.
Well, I have great news for him. If he wanted to have a top 8 matchup where he can run and push buttons, Zachary Benson will oblige him.
All right, we're back. Have you heard of the Platform Fighter engine? I have. I don't know much about it, but I have heard of it.
Who's going to have the better buttons? Who's going to have the better...
All right, Switch versus ZB.
Right now, Switch.
One of those wild matchups that I couldn't have dreamed of a year ago.
Been working out for him, and already I love that confirmed their utilization of the Nair shard break to get a fair follow-up.
Switch, one of the goats of PM. Though I will say goats in the terms of everyone loves him. Goats not, I think, peaked at like 6 in the world. Won like a couple of majors, but usually ended up getting second at a lot. But he was the best Wolf. And then ZB, who's been top 10 in Rivals 1 for so long. And I would say he's definitely top 10 in Rivals 2 as well right now.
Of course, ZB, your Genesis 11? Genesis 10?
Genesis 10. Yeah, Genesis X.
He won the Rivals 2 event that took place there.
Yes.
And has continued to play super well.
I'll leave. That was a bad joke. It wasn't a bad joke. I can't respond to literally every single thing in chat. I would not be able to watch the game at all at that point.
Just an absolute murder there.
26.
Every single time, it felt like Switch had no options. There was just
was Zetter based on? Yeah, Zetter was based on PM Wolf. But Switch didn't play Zetter in Rivals 1.
I mean, that is the life of the
Yeah, no, he literally was based on PM Wolf, but Switch played Ori in Rivals 1, and then in 2 started playing Maple, and I forget what he wanted. He said that if you gave Zetter Wolf's Flash, the side special, side B, that he would switch, but like didn't quite feel it, and I don't know, played a lot of friendlies and started getting more and more into the groove, and now is like, all right, I guess Zetter's cool still.
Obliterating those stocks super early. We are back though to Hodojo, and CD already picking up a couple extra hits. A little bit
Spaceys definitely aren't for everybody. It requires a very specific type of play style to make it work, especially to make it work at a high level. Like, my Zetter's pretty good, but my Zetter is way better at a mid-level and falls off pretty hard once people get better at some of the defense, and my neutral has to be way more on point.
because that means there's a bunch of stages that your opponent banned that might have been better. But I think it's just a mentality thing. It's like, when you get beaten really, really bad on a stage, sometimes you just want to go back there.
Oh, the shield dropped straight into forward strong? Okay.
I don't know if ZB's going to get switched.
Bounce House gang. We love the Bounce House respawn platform.
Oh, yeah. Just
It is the best one in the game.
Doing well in this matchup, and every time that we think Switch has got his way in, has got it figured out. ZB gets
God, the
an opening.
neutral.
You know, we were talking about the aggressiveness of ZB earlier. Has been ledge camping the daylights out of this left-hand side.
Yeah.
Jesus, triple forward air. One of them is gonna work if he's got ZB's face there.
You don't succeed, try again. But huge opening.
Oh my God! They just returned. Both the stocks are so funny.
I mean, this is what happens when you get hit off stage as a spacey. Oh, try to go for the special bubble. Come on. You knew he wanted so much for it.
You don't think Zetter's broken? It just feels strong at a mid-level since you don't know how to deal with his pressure? Yeah. He's still really good, but at a mid-level, he feels even better because you don't realize that, like, you can crouch cancel a lot of the, like, shine stuff. People don't try though because you literally can't crouch cancel it in Melee. But in Rivals, you can crouch cancel, or you can, like, a lot of the pressure isn't frame tight, which means that you can, in addition to crouch cancel, you could, like, shield and then parry out of shield. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do to start making it a little less, like, a little less committal.
So you can utilize the rock
CB's a funny guy in-game and out. Oh, yeah.
Off of the side B to just, make it so difficult for you to edge guard them.
ZB's Twitter is a mystical place. I definitely, when I'm at LACS, I want to make some videos with ZB because I think he'd be really funny. Not intentionally. I think he would just be funny anyways. Kind of the, like, doesn't realize why his answer is funny sort of thing. I think just having, like, deep life questions with ZB would be hilarious.
Sometimes where you're just too far away, he's just a little bit too slow, and huge trade there. If he had gotten hit by those spikes, ZB was definitely going to confirm off of it and get the kill.
This is the back air, still in a good position though.
Oh, okay. That was actually a potential kill. The upstrong there could have killed out of shield. Oh, big pickup.
Ooh, shield drop. Okay, there we go.
The jab 3.
God, this is so close.
Great cancel there. Gets out of that spot.
Boom. Forward air instead. Goes off stage. He was trying to get that back air. Back air would have led into upstrong. I think that's it though. Yeah.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're calling out another move that would have killed him. That's
either way.
Dang. All right.
Great spot for ZB.
All right.
Switch. I actually watched this match.
What's the meaning of life? His answer would be Craig. Unfortunately, that would not be his answer. ZB is genuinely someone that has talked about, like, that he doesn't think free will exists. That kind of thing. That is why people but also is just like a nice person as well. But it is just a,
Oh man, I mean, first one blink it, you miss it. You don't even talk
like,
about it, right?
the kinds of answers you're gonna get from ZB are crazy at all times. I think because you get your jump back, that should be. Yep, there we go.
Just go ahead and go on to the next game. And
I'm very curious right now, by the
very
way.
nearly was able to put himself in a position to win game
Where
2.
is?
Has now gone to
I'm missing Mixfest right now,
Yeah, I mean, I think the stage is fine. I actually
which is my local, very
Zetter's
large.
in this matchup, but it is a perfectly valid stage for Zetter.
It's like a 400-person fighting game tournament that was this weekend. It's why I didn't stream more this weekend. So I was there playing Street Fighter, playing some other games. I did see people with a Rivals 2 setup, which was really funny. I don't think they realized who I was. A lot of people did recognize me though, like, and not people that because I go to locals for Street Fighter, where, like, people know me from there, and a couple people are like, oh wait, you do Smash stuff too, or whatever. I had multiple people that were like, wait, what are you doing here? Because there's people from like 28 states. So there's people who are like, wait, aren't you like a platform fighter? I'm like, yeah, but I play Street Fighter. I play some of these other games too. I will be making videos about them. It's just not yet. That killed?
a little bit of sus the eye there at the end.
At least one person thought that because I was there that the mystery game tournament was going to be Rivals because of it.
So now we are
Pyronic Live, thank you for the follow. A Street's just a long platform. What if every fighting game is a platform fighter? They just all only have FD. There's only Final Destination. It's so right. I believe it. But yeah, I would be there right now if I didn't know very specifically that I was gonna be doing this as well.
I guess it's 0.
Because I had talked to the TS about like, hey, if I want to do a watch party, what do I need to do? And then we talked about it for a bit. And they were like, all you need to do is ask. It's fine.
Smart there from Switch just gets out of there.
But I felt I couldn't just ask about that and then not stream. But as soon as this top 8's done, I'm definitely running over to catch the end of Street Fighter. They are still in top 24 though, so it looks like I'm chilling. Oh, they're still. Wait. We know who is. There's 2 more matches for the rest of top 24. Okay. So I'll miss a little bit of it, but I'll probably get there before like. I will. Or sorry, he threw him onto the pillar and then pulled pillar, so you go into special fall. So gross. That's so cheesy. That's exactly what I expect from ZB.
Get caught with a couple shines in the corner.
Who do I think will be added next? Don't we know that the next character is going to be a new character? Or do you mean who's the next returning one? I think we know that the next character is a new character though, right? Or unless I'm totally misremembering one of the interviews. Why did... Okay. All right, ZB. All right, ZB. Next character, Madeline from Celeste. I mean, that'd be sick, but they're definitely gonna. They've been very clear about IP right now. They've been very clear about that one. Got a bit greedy. Got very greedy there. Not just a bit.
Listen, first you don't succeed. Try again. Now, where is ZB going to go? That's what I want to see. He hovered over Barbarian for a second, and I was like, man, that is a ZB stage if I've ever seen one.
That stage is certainly banned. There's no way Hyperborean's not banned.
Oh, yeah, you're banning Hyperborean against Crag.
Switch, sane person bans Hyperborean Harbor, and we are going to be on the capital of fire. So this is a, kind of home field.
Isn't the next character the Luchador Ant? No. That character won't be for until the year after. That's the next... That's the only character that we know for sure is being added, but they're not the next character. Because they've actually been working... They've been working on the, next 4 characters already, before the game launched. In fact, there's dev notes where they've mentioned, oh, we've known who the next 4 characters are since, 2 years ago. But we didn't know that Lorena won that contest until a couple months ago. So the other characters are a lot further along in development for 3D. So that character will be I think they've said character 16 or 17, so partway through the 2nd season. I'm very excited for Lorena though. Very excited. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say Abset, Adelis. I would like to see Palm, but I don't think she's going to be sooner, just because a lot of people already think that Fleet is a very float character, even though that's not the same kind of float at all. I also wouldn't be surprised if we see Sylv. And now I've named half the characters though.
Normal thing which has been happening for ZB is
I think Absa or Adelis are strong for one of them will be in the first year. I think that's a safe bet. Big, yeah.
Yeah, the fastball back air into the wall jump forward air. That's something that we've seen ZB going for a lot. First time he's hit it this set though.
Switch fighting for the port, or is he fighting so he doesn't get the port? You mean Hyperborean Harbor? There's no port priority in this game, so I'm not sure what you mean by port. Unless I'm misunderstanding the question. What about Malo? I don't think we're getting Malo soon. Not because Malo's not a good character, but Malo's a very weird character. And I think I don't expect them to add in a crazy, hard to play character immediately. Though I could be wrong, it could be Malo or Ellie. But I just don't think we're getting one of them early. That was wild. Did you see the ZB in the player cam? That's so funny.
It's just these little things that are starting to add up to the Switch. I mean, this is player adaptation. This is somebody
Slade, yeah, I would love to see Slade. I think it's a safe bet that Slade's going to be one of the new characters in either the first year or second year.
In a new community too, which we're thrilled to have.
And going for the downer.
They're okay, Flindo. They're definitely not adding Malo and Ellie in the same season. That I can guarantee. They're not. They're trying to have people play the game still.
Stevie's the one in the corner.
Interesting enough, Switch chose Zetter for this matchup. He's been playing Zetter in most matchups now. I think it's like 1 or 2 that he's going to be going Maple for, and his Maple's still really good. But he's really feeling Zetter now.
Eventually it will kill, right? Like eventually you're gonna
Offbrand is trying to run a game on him. I don't know what you. I missed the context of that from Winja.
Seems like Switch has been doing such a good job of finding in the corner and just making sure that ZB is not able to get back to that center stage for free here, Rosa.
The big thing
Slade is a shark from Dungeons of Aether. So like a land shark kind of thing. He was a shark pirate. That is a very cool design.
You get that first hit, and then I'm out of there. There's no.
And we know that they've said for the new characters, one will be from lore and one will be brand new that we didn't know from lore, and they're going to try to do that for every season. So it'll always be 2 returning until they run out of returning, and then 1 new from lore and 1 new that we have not seen in the lore yet.
His openings and almost gets the kill off that rock.
Oh, they're trying to run the game on the Switch. Okay. I see.
Get that up air. Gets back for free. Oh, the rock is so good at doing that. Laura hugs that.
You appreciate the breakdown of the game mechanics? Yeah, thank you. Or you're welcome. One of the. I don't know why I said thank you.
Being above CB, being next to CB with a rock.
What about the panda guy? I would like to see Guadua, but I feel like I don't know if they would for a bit. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Wait, that's not what I expected.
How the pillar does manage to get out of the spot. I mean, any forwarder in the corner could beat Curtains. But we get picked up with
big. All right, Switch brings it to game 5.
Switch has just been choosing his interaction.
I would love to see Switch win this, if just because ZB's already invited to LACS and Switch is not yet, and I being selfish because I'm friends with both of them, but I've known Switch for since 2017. I would love to see Switch at LACS. I just want to hang out with him as a friend, and at Plat Fight because the winner's getting invited and free flights, hotel for both. Yep, it's 2-2, game 5.
For our first game 5, I believe.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, we saw what we thought was.
I mean, Chris, what you said about Sylv, I think that's why we might get Sylv soon. I think they want to showcase new interesting mechanics. I think we're for sure more likely to get Sylv than maybe not than Malo or Ellie, but then getting both Malo and Ellie.
Can you kind of figure out these little things that Switch is doing? That's a big way to do it,
and that's how we won Genesis right there.
It was a little more broken at the time.
Yep.
I want to hang out with Switch at a Chipotle. I missed the reference here. What about Chipotle? I mean, sure. I like Chipotle, but I don't think that I missed the point.
Yeah, there was a spot there where he could have gone for a back air off to the wall jump.
Okay. Big. Oh, never mind. All right.
Just end up not going high enough, but I mean, it's not going to matter apparently.
Oh, you're making an... Okay, I just realized. Nah, Switch is a PM player. I know you're making jokes about the Nintendo Switch. Switch has received the cease and desists. That kind of... Switch has had more taken away from him by Nintendo than most people. He's up there with me and Stude. So I know that's just the joke, but knowing him personally, oh no, this would be a huge opportunity for him. Malo, I feel like Malo might add a bomb to the opponent, kind of like a snake C4 type thing. I could totally see that. So that they automatically get exploded next time they move. That's alright, we got the joke eventually. I figured it out. What's up with you and Stude? We were both blacklisted by Nintendo.
Oh yeah, there was no chance he was dead. He was picking up a rock down there. He's getting extra resources. He's mining. Steve moments right there.
Ooh, wait.
Oh,
so during the Nintendo Panda Cup circuit stuff, Stude and I were not allowed. We were have proof. We Panda friends that I know who work at Panda, which is not their fault. It is not the fault of any employees there.
CB is so animated. I feel like every time I watch him play,
But Stude and I were both blacklisted because we were still actively doing PM things. So any events that were on the Nintendo Panda circuit, we were like explicitly on a like do not hire list. There was events that hired me the year before that suddenly I couldn't hear back from. Same with Stude.
That's years of practice doing that, right? Yup.
But I fully expected that. I also know from talking with friends that worked at Panda that, like, apparently the Panda team had to fight for, like, Toph to get hired. And Waff. Like, homemade waffles. Because Toph tweeted free Melee once. And that was the only reason. They had to fight to be like, if we don't have Toph, no one will think this is legitimate at all. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, there's no shot that I'm allowed then. Got it. Cool. And that's why, like, the people that told me, I do not hold any ill will towards the Panda folks. The only people would be, like, C-suite Panda. Like, very, like, the top level of, like, Alan are the only people that'd be like, why do you do this? Everyone else just kind of was like, well, here's the rules I have to follow, I guess. This sucks. Because there was a lot of people that came from PM that worked at Panda that were like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? What do you mean? The fourth? Can you imagine not losing a game 5 to that? To that?
Nothing but CB, nothing but rocks. And the two of them.
Do you think plat fighters will ever get respected? Yeah.
They knew that was a bang.
I know a ton because, like I mentioned, I've been at a fighting game regional all weekend. A ton of them are really excited about Rivals because a lot of them are viewing Rivals as a. For them, it is the first time they're obviously Rivals 1 existed, but that's older at this point, and it was not a big deal at the time. Some people doubt it. I mean, yeah, but also people thought that Street Fighter was going to die right away, or Tekken, or things like that.
Production's having a giggle.
What are you supposed to do against Rock there? You're supposed to not get hit at that spot, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that is the don't get hit earlier. There's a couple of specific percents where it's just like, oh, unless you DI'd out from the first one, you're eating the rest. It sucks.
And now we're in top 6. Top 6?
Yeah. But like I was talking to a bunch of people at Midwest Mix Fest. Like I said, it's the big. It's the big thing right now for Minnesota fighting games, and a ton of people are like. Because a lot of people from the fighting game community started to Smash and then moved over to fighting games. But the fact that Rivals is a game that was designed to be a good competitive fighting game from the ground up, instead of a fun party game that then we made competitive, they're very interested in it. They're very interested in it because of dev support. They're very interested in it because of the way it's designed. Because it also, a lot of them like Melee, but it's too hard. They can't keep up with it. That kind of thing. Like the tech is too like it's really hitting a sweet spot of a lot of people from the fighting game scene are super interested in Rivals. I don't know if that's what you meant by do you think it'll be respected, but I do agree with like. I think the genre is finally hitting the spot of people are like, oh, there's games that aren't Smash that are also good and cool. And not just because of Rivals, but also Rivals helps, if that makes sense.
Yeah. My wife and I, we've been together for 15 years now. Certified wife guy. Let's go. But one of the reasons why.
Also, I just realized that it was on here earlier. Brosa's thing on here said he was Job Brosa, which is funny because it just means that he paid for himself to be there. He's just not on the team, is what that means.
No, she's back at home with the animals in Florida. Shout out to Carolina, taking care of the house, keeping home things down while I'm out here goofing way the hell off instead of getting chores done around the house. But
wait one sec. I'm getting a DM from Luck.
Maybe I'll be as lucky as her and
what?
get a very tall man to be my wife.
There
you go.
You gotta, well, see, I mean, that's what you do is you get a super tall commentator.
Yeah.
And then you just always feel like
One
we're not that
sec.
much of a height difference sitting down.
I think he
Sitting
wants
down
to like
is not
watch
too
party
bad,
together.
but
One
it's
sec, maybe I'd be down.
because everybody else that I do commentary with in Rivals, is like 5'6" and shorter.
Oh no.
You got Jack.
Oh wait, I'm about to be named.
You got Wisely.
Yep.
And I love them all to death.
Yep, he's just saying that I'm short. That's very funny.
The apple box.
Down next to each other.
I love just the picture of a commentator standing on a box next to another commentator. That is just my favorite thing every time. Yeah, that's Dara. Yeah. Yep.
I know that picture well. There's also a really great one of, gosh, it was Wobbles and Stude at a melee event.
One sec.
I want to say it was
AJ, the nerdy nerd, thank you.
in Texas.
Wisely, you play Rano too? I do not play Rano.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not play Rano.
No, I'm big. But when
He
I
said
see
you're
it, I'm like,
he said you're 5'6", did you say you're 5'5"? Unfortunately, he said 5'6" or shorter, so that still covers it.
stuff, and that's super sick that he's doing
That still covers it. I think a lot of the shitty stuff started after Reggie left. It started way before he left, unfortunately.
down out there and,
I play on a Rano Digital, the controller, if that actually is what you mean. But no, I don't play Rano, the character. I play fours. Before that, I played Zetter and Claren,
Everyone is here.
who are still probably better than me than my fours.
super sick to see. But speaking of sick,
Um,
this is our first losers quarterfinals. Pikmon versus
But
Swanson.
I'm having more fun with fours right now.
Toronto versus Forsberg.
Yeah.
One second, I think we're going to actually be doing a call with...
Maybe it's just everybody in the cast at this point, but
I think we're going to be doing a call with
I
Luck.
always see it as,
I'm
like,
super down for that. I don't know how to
just
do
the
this.
ability to fair and up air chain all the way across the stage for Forsberg.
One sec, I need to message him. He's also streaming. So I need to figure out, is there a way to do the like... Uh-oh, I switched the wrong thing. Oh no, oh no, oh no. There you go. Sorry, chat. Sorry.
Yeah, and gets that tech chase, gets the
Twitch.tv.
gonna bear the clone, but still has enough
Where's
time to set up
Luck?
the ledge trap. However, is always a risk when you try to hit that out of that clone spot.
We're gonna see. I don't know how to